Your reward redemption balance is activate your card here. Oh, you tried it? Oh, it's still.
Oh, no, it didn't look like that.
That's the email I got. Ready?
Okay.
Now you might have to toss it back to me because it might ask you.
We're live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. We're all set to bring you NBA action. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. You know, you look at the 76ers.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
Silky three-point shot by Ingram. Just goes to the arc and knocks it down.
Rockets foul.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Bona. Now, here's Thompson. The tray. Another miss by Philadelphia.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's kind of pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Halliburton in the corner. Back to Thompson. To stop the run. Rockets with the rebound.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Shoots from the line. Brooks grabs the board.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Ingram with it. Halliburton picks him up.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And it's Halliburton missing. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Halliburton. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The 76ers trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Bona missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Trying to get something going. And he lays it up and in.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm. Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot. Whitmore. No good from outside. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 10-point game. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Takes it inside. A beautiful reverse layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his third basket of the night. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Bona. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
76ers ball.
Here's Grimes. The second chance effort. 2 on the clock. And so it's Houston enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some for
16. The 76ers. 4.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Three-pointer. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the shot falls short this time.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
The offensive successes due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Pass to McCain. It's good from about 19 feet. McCain's got 5.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And here is Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And here's George. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And with his strength, George is not your average swing player. He can get his in the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points in the quarter. And George, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jackson misses.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Edwards drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Jackson looking around. Pass to McCain. The 76ers again can't hit it. Rockets leading by 14. Now Drummond. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Thor. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Thor's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
McCain. Shot clock at 6. Another miss by Philadelphia.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Drummond a screen. Down low. Over Wood. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Here's Thor. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trail by 17. Pass to Grimes. Here's Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
That's on Justin Edwards. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Moses.
And he sinks the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
There's a screen. Going inside. Pass to Edwards. Here's Thor. Here's the three. Another miss by Houston. And Philadelphia has possession. They trail by 16. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That will be the third of this 6-game road trip. Drummond with it. It's hauled in by Brown. Thompson looking for an opening. And Thompson throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Now here's Ingram. No good on the triple. Here's Grimes. Hasn't made one yet. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 15. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. To the inside. Brooks.
Their coaching staff wants Adebayo to be an impact defender, and they've got to be happy with his D on that possession.
Rockets leading by 10. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the 76ers making a change here.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Halliburton with it. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Houston now. 10-point lead. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Thompson from long range.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That three off the mark.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Rockets leading by 12. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Steps back. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul.
A stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. 17 points in the game. This one for 3. And it's Bona with the rebound.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's George. And the lead is down inside single digits. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Gotta put a body on PG or he will torch you on the offensive glass.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's McCain. He's got 5. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Thompson's got 5 now.
If he develops a consistent 3-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scared.
Pass to Exum. .143 left to play here in the 3rd. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thor. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. He has 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
Pass to Adebayo. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
The 76ers trail by 11. It's Thompson off the drive. It's hauled in by Thor.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tipped away. Ingram with the steal. Inside. Thor, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And helping his team however he can. Wood with a great pass.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Houston up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today.
31.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Houston leading by 12. Here's Topic. Holmgren in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
The 76ers trail by 12. Pass to Grimes. The three. It's rebounded by Houston. 17 points was their biggest margin.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
There's the triple. The Rockets with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Halliburton missing. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Out to the right wing. Pass to Thor. To the middle. 4 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Good as the jump shot falls. And the Rockets lead by 14.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
The three from George. And Holmgren pulls it down. Ingram outside. No good with the triple. The 76ers trail by 14. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land.
I love seeing Adebayo run the floor like this. Fantastic job leaking out and beating everyone to the spot.
To the right side. And here is Holmgren. It's hauled in by George. And an intentional foul right there. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So both teams making some changes here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thank you, David. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the three off target. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Rockets. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. That one, no good. The 76ers trail by 11. Outside, George. And oh, he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Here's Adebayo. Nice D from Brooks. Rockets leading by 9. Drummond the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Drummond is right there.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Pass to Halliburton. Looking to get it going. Edwards with the block. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball's knocked loose. Thompson inside the line. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Here's Houston now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Over to the wing. Outside, George. .132 left to play here in the fourth. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. The Rockets again can't hit.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Halliburton outside. Shoots. It's rebounded by Houston.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Rockets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Just 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander. Brooks misses. So we see the Rockets taking the win here, even early.
My win could have been in a Tokyo drift car, fast and furious. I went from the Toyota Yaris to Urus. They had their chance but blew it.